welcome to my channel. I'm a guitar guy. If you look behind me, you'll see there's guitars everywhere in my house. I love them. I'm just here today to give you some reviews on some of the guitars I have, and in the future some of the guitars I'm acquiring. And all of this are my guitars, my own personal ones. I'm not reviewing somebody else's guitars. I'm not being paid to. This is truly how I feel from my heart. I'm going to be reviewing guitars, some of which are brand names everybody knows, some of which are brand names nobody knows. And we're going to go and we're going to see how they stack up. I have a lot of beginner quality guitars as well as a lot of high-end guitars. I'm going to start with, though, there's no such thing as a beginner guitar. It's a guitar you play. It either plays well or it doesn't. I base all of this basically off of fit and finish and how it feels and how it sounds. And with that, let's get into today's guitar, which is a Glarry. Well, it sounds beautiful. Everybody that has ever tried one of these Glarrys have loved them. I love it to a point. I love it far better than I like a Fender Squier. I don't love it as much as I love a regular Fender. And here's why. It's not the play or the sound. As you heard, it sounds beautiful. It sounds phenomenally good. It's really hard to match that. It's the little things. If you run your fingers up like this on the finish, you feel them. You feel them digging in. It's just those little tiny things that get you. But as you heard, it sounds beautiful. I realize that's just a pentatonic box, and I've said in other videos that's all I'm doing because it's copyright laws. I'm not going to get into an argument with them as to copyright laws. But actual fit and finish, the thing I would say is, like all guitars that are coming in on the lower end price ranges, they really need to get better strings. Right? The strings on this are not the greatest. But the sound was fantastic. And now I think we should get into the fit and the finish of the guitar. Well, when we look at the fit and finish of this guitar, it's a beautiful guitar. Let's not pretend that it's not. But it's the little things. The little things that get to you. The knobs are not the same height. You slide along and you can feel the frets on the edges. Not all of them, but some of them. Right? Now, sounding-wise, this guitar sounds beautiful. It's very hard to match this. Do I like this more than I like a Squier? Yes, very much. Do I like it more than I like a normal Fender? No. This could easily be a high-end guitar if they would just take the time to do the simple little things that drive you nuts. The finish, like I said, is beautiful to look at, but as you get close, you notice the knobs are a little bit wonky. The selector gets stiff in the middle. It's a beautiful guitar. It just needs those little tiny finishes to it. And when I say that, I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I do love this guitar. I just wish they would have taken their time a little bit more. To make this as good a guitar as a regular Fender, I will have to spend probably a good 10 hours on things. Filing down the frets, making the pots are level, making the selector even up. It's a beautiful guitar, though. It sounds nice, and they're becoming very popular. But for the price, they're cheaper than a Squier, and they're a far better guitar than a Squier. Like I said, this is put together well. It's a beautiful guitar. If you don't mind the little things, it's so much cheaper. I like this better than I like a Squier version of a Fender. You know, it's just the little things that might drive you nuts. But I mean, take some time, file down the fret ends, take the caps off, the knobs off, and make sure that you get it down properly, and suddenly you'll have a beautiful guitar. That would be my response to this. This is, like I said, a 7.5 out of 10. There are guitars that I like a lot better than this one. There's also guitars I like a lot worse than this one. This is a perfectly good utility guitar. It sounds beautiful. You know, there are famous musicians that are starting to use this. I noticed that the one gentleman on Late Night with Stephen Colbert plays one. They're becoming very popular, and their price point is pretty reasonable. Most places they'll cost between $200 and $400, which for a good guitar is pretty cheap. So overall, I think yes, this is a good buy. So please, if you enjoyed my video, like and subscribe. I know then that you're enjoying what I'm doing. Positive comments only, please. I'm here because I love guitars, not because I want to argue with some troll. So keep that in mind, and hey, have a great day, and remember, guitar playing is what it's all about.